Hey people, Infant here, 3v3, Fend Unlock, blue team, it's all chaos. Couple of Plague Champions, this is Tolron with the Death Guard elite scheme. And we have Bredovyi. These guys start off with a damage of a time bolt gun, can get melee weapons, some strong utility and support. Bredovyi with some Black Legion, and alongside Mexica86 with a Chaos Lord. A durable and destructive hero walking through objects and cannot be suppressed with powerful offense and disruption fighting in melee. The Night Lord's elite scheme here, breaking stuff already, this guy. Red team. FastMethod is an Apothecary support hero fighting in melee combat by default, begins with a heal and a passive health regeneration aura. Black Templar's elite scheme. Alongside Battered Nutria with a Lord General fighting in ranged combat, begins with a retinue of Stormtroopers, really strong defense and support, can also add to the retinue. Chaos Lord almost goes down trying to get that wreck point, does get it though, and rounded off the teams is Dux with a Force Commander. Very good offense, fighting in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support. Some battle crying there. Is this the Tolron's scheme? No, doesn't have the badge. Looks like the colours though. Back towards the northwest, we've got some Kraken bolts on the CSM who aren't properly in cover. Apothecary is very low though. Heretics got messed up and they're off the field. They're trying to chase down that Apothecary. Can't take too many more shots. He's going to go down, I think. Does go down. Sloppy them from FastMethod. Well played, Tolron. Did not drop a CSM model. There's a ground pound for the Sentinel. Tax are still in play there though. In the mid, it's double CSM for Mexica. These guys already have Eternal War. First power purchase is Eternal War. It's the second CSM squad for Mexica. Meanwhile, Bredovyi is capping out of cover there. Should have just decapped it and got into cover, I think. You have Battered Nutria with a Sentinel trying to hold down the mid against two players. Doing okay so far. They need to focus down the guardsmen so they can't repair. Here comes that Chaos Lord, can tie up the Lord General maybe. Yep. And there's the retreat from Battered Nutria. Grenade launcher barrage coming in from Tolron. And now it's the Tax out of cover from FastMethod, taking a whole bunch of damage. Might get chased down and drop a model here. Nope, Plague Champion gives up. But the Heretics aren't giving up. Go on, autoguns. Hey, they took a model with their autoguns. Well done, fellas. They're still in play. I'm not sure what they're up to. They're going to drop another model soon. Meanwhile, towards the east, scouts be trying to get that wreck point back. I guess Chaos Lord grabs the mid VP. And there's some Corn Worship. And we have a turret coming up. There it is. Sentinel looking for something to stomp on, I guess. Devastators on the field for both the Space Marine players. And more tax for FastMethod. Still hasn't got revived. Lord General, I think, is going that way now. Yeah, looks like it. Who's this? Sneaky scouts towards the northwest. Tax again. Caught out of cover. There you go, fellas. Read that Codex Astartes properly. Got some Nurgle Worship and some Corn Worship. Corn Worship gives you +2 speed. Nurgle Worship gives you some health regen. Very nice. Force Commander's doing some special attacks, looking all fancy, but then he gets shot to pieces and has to run. Blue team stabilizing the mid, or at least trying to. Got Eternal War CSM here for Tolron. Grenade Launcher Heretics and Aspiring Champion Heretics, so various threats for FastMethod to deal with. Devastators will shut down a bunch of them, but they could get grenade barraged, and if you can time a push off that, that could be nasty. Scouts are going to wipe in retreat here. FastMethod dropping their scouts. I don't think they had any upgrades, so easily replaced. There's the Stomp. Did get the Chaos Lord. Got that CSM model too. Chaos hit back. That double worship going on. Just trying to run down the Devastators here. Tolron dropping 2 CSM models. That was a bit odd. They went for it. What is that? That's a Devastator in the garrison over there. Turret is still up in the mid. Heretics have found some Tactical Marines. Take out a model and a Doom Blast. There's a Stomp. Might have saved another one of those models there. They're still very low and out of cover. Need to run, yeah. Red team struggling to put up a united front here and push an area. Making some sloppy mistakes too. Devastator's now out of the garrison to try and suppress the Plague Champion. There it goes. As you can see, the Plague Champion still moves relatively quickly when he's under suppression. He isn't slowed down that much, although starts off pretty slow. But he functions quite well under suppression. We have some Raptors for these Night Lord CSM, which seems fitting. 464 to 410. 2-to-1 cap for blue team. Double Raptors for Mexica maybe. Double CSM, double Raptors is a very heavy tier 1. Especially if you're Eternal Warring these guys. Only one of them has it so far. And no upgrades for Heretics and no upgrades for the Chaos Lord either. So it's doable. 45 power though these days. Noise Marines on the field for Tolron. For the varied army over here. Try and bait the devs into shooting one area, bring the Noise Marines in from another area, and shut down that heavy bolter. As long as the Apothecary isn't quick to spot it and gets in to tie them up, I guess. Because then you have the Cacophony and you're not shooting your Sonic Blaster anymore. Lost the indicator for the Apothecary because he went down early. Just wandering out of cover here. What is he up to? Heals himself. Is he running now? That's retreat, isn't it? Yeah. Sloppy approach from Tolron again. They have the tools to get through it, but you can't just approach in one big blob like that. Although in this case, Battered Nutria showed up, so maybe it wouldn't have worked anyway. It is indeed double Raptors and then into tier 2 for Mexica. I'm not sure why they aren't pushing the mid. Just jump the devs and you're on the power. They're wanting to be defensive here, losing their VP in the meantime and not responding quickly enough at all. On my way, says Mexica. Are they on their way? Kind of. Seems like it's actually Bredovyi on their way. Heretics getting shredded as they approach. Doom Blast and run. Lord the General might actually get a cap here. You have the Plague Sword for Tolron, also Black Grenades. Double Raptor jump. Don't think he needed to jump both of them, but almost got that Guardsman squad. Mexa came in from a... Tried to get the flank, but actually ran into the Devastators there. Chaos Lord is still around though. Smoke shell from the artillery spotters to try and shut down some range. Might see a Black Grenade throw on the Devastators, maybe. No, Raptors jump them. Counter initiation from Assault Squad. These are fast methods. Devs are going to wipe. Devs are going to wipe, I think. Black Grenades chucked on the Tactical Marines, but doing some friendly fire there. Tacs are going to wipe also. Yeah, that's a really bad fight for Fast Method. Really bad fight. 451 to 353. That's a good kill to weak. Even the Assault Squad are getting absolutely messed up here. They're going to wipe, aren't they? They do wipe. Wow, Fast Method is wrecked here. Absolutely wrecked. Down to Tacs and Devs on the way. They are in tier 2, but that is huge amounts of losses. Huge. Bashing power, though, is Ducks. Can they get a decap? I think they can. Going to be surrounded by Heretics, but they can't all get attacks in. No shotguns for the Scouts. Can't stop the approach of the Heretics. And here's a Dreadnought. Got a decap, though. Attacks get out of there. I think without a loss. Or they might lose one. They might lose one. Heretics don't want to stay here. 451 to 315. Back towards the northeast. We have a Sanguine Chainsaw Apothecary. Fast Method trying to recover Battered Nutria with a Chimera up. For that infield reinforcement support. Won't take much damage from the heavy bolter turret as well. They can get in behind it. Try to take it out. We've got a bunch of plasma guns on these guardsmen and Commissar's leaders, so they up to 12 models. Raptors with aspiring champions for Mexica. Is the Sentinel still alive? It is. They're going after the Chimera. The turret went down. There's those big demon maul hammers take down the Chimera there. Run. Might need to get Ogrins up to disrupt those guys, so the plasma guns can do some work. 451 to 279. Dreadnought gets some melee attacks in. Tried to bash the power. It is now taking missile launcher shots and doesn't like it. There's a las cannon as well from Dux. FastMethod had some more tactical marines trying to slowly rebuild their army. Chaos team looking quite strong though. They're not dealing with the Raptors at all. Maybe we'll see a Thunderhammer or something from Dux. Oh, they're going Terminator armor in tier 3 here. Okay. Manticore for battered Nutria. Could be amazing, could be terrible. The Raptors could jump it. And another Chaos Dreadnought, this time from Tolron. Does this guy have a mark? No mark yet. Getting some repairs. Red team are reeling. FastMethod has struggled. We'll see how they do. Maybe they're a new player. Another turret going up. And there's that Terminator Force Commander. Gets a Combi Bolter. Well, a Storm Bolter, sorry. And a Power Fist. Can also teleport. Gets the decat. Just out of sheer health pool, he gets the decat. Flanking tactical marines. I don't have a weapon upgrade though, so I can't take on the Dreadnought really. It is taking missile launcher shots. It's not. It doesn't trade super well with tactical marines with the missile launcher, as you can see. Plasma cannon gets a good shot too. Now they're shut down by the spotters. Those CSM are very low with Markov Zinch. And down they go. Bredovyi loses them. Heretics got onto the tax though. Got some Stern Guard with Vengeance rounds. Can they finish off the Dreadnought? It's very low. It's very, very low. Plague Champion's now on them. Chucked a Light Grenade as well. And there's double the slaughter from the CSM. Those Stern Guard are getting ripped up. Manticore Strike. Got a decent hit, I think. Bredovyi did lose their Dreadnought. Noxious Cloud now is all kicking off. What is this that we're seeing? Oh, we're seeing Fight Harder. It's a pretty good generic thing to yell at people, I think. Just Fight Harder. Incoming as well from the Flak Jacket. Immune to knockback is always very, very useful. How do we shake out them? We got Chosen Plague Marines for Tolron. Blue team retaking the mid. I mean, red team did some damage there, but he also took some damage again. Scouts getting caught by heretics on the east side. Heretics can maybe bash that power a bit now. What is this sitting here? Devs covering that approach. Could be used a bit more proactively, I think. Plasma cannon hits terrain. And the Chaos Lord has some lightning claws. Plague Champion's going to go down. Revived and death. Yes. Blast Master Noise Marine setting up. Las Cannon could maybe get some shots on this other Dreadnought. Does get a shot. There's that snare on hit too. A Manticore coming in. Good place to hit. Direct hit on those Noise Marines. 3 pretty good hits there actually from Battered Nutria. One of the more experienced players that we're seeing here. Dux, I also think is relatively experienced. I recognize that name for sure. Big fight in the mid now. Some buffed up guardsmen doing what they can with their plasma guns. Double Raptors jumping in to Stern Guard and Tactical Marines, and they're having a rough time. They got more tax there in support. Oh, they fight them off. Apothecary coming in, helping out. Markov Zinch CSM getting shots in. More CSM there as well with the Sparran Champions. There's the Nurgle's Rot from the Plague Marines, the Chosen Plague Marines that is, and they're creating zombies as they kill stuff, as you can see there. You only get las guns though, the guys that they revive. You don't get plasma gun guardsmen popping up. LR on build, Land Raider Redeemer on the way for Dux. That could make a massive difference here. Tier 3 for Mexica, Tier 3 for Battered Nutria. Red team have 200 VPs or so to make up, and they could do it with a well-used Land Raider, and if Battered Nutria could start getting tanks up and stuff. Plague Champion of Bredovyi with no war gear. Doing well though, tying things up. medical sergeant for the Lord General there. See him with the chainsword. Not very good at fighting, but can heal stuff by giving out medical packs. Blue team trying to retake the mid. Oh, have I got a sound bug? I think I've got a sound bug. I do. Damn it. And we're back. Just in time for the meat grinder. I think the sound bug has been slayed for now. Land Raider Redeemer on the way. Remind me, what did he CSM have? We got 2 with Mark of Zinch and 2 with no marks. Looks like the Chaos Dreadnought is going to fall here. Yep, Las Cannon and Vengeance Round Stone Guard. And the missile not were too much. A Manticore Strike comes in on the poor worshipping heretics. We've got a Purification Files going in too. Already mayhem in the mid. Lightning Claws versus Lightning Claws on the VP there. Chaos Sword hits to kill the weak. Do they have the balls to stay in that combat though? No, both of them run away actually. Shrine is down. Still some worship in the mid. Look how blobbed up this infantry is here. Prime target for that Blaster Master, but the Apothecary takes it down. Attacks on the central VP. Here come old double Raptors now with melter guns. And there's the Land Raider right on cue. Land Raider Redeemer acts as a mobile base, allows it to retreat back to it, reinforce off it, and gives it some health regen. Has some powerful close range weaponry. What are you guys? Oh, you spotted the Noxious Cloud, I guess. They can break the retreat with the Commissars. Looks like they did not mark the Land Raider as a retreat point. We've got some Chosen Plague Marines on the field for Tolron. Not sure how much work they're going to be able to get done, because Red Team are going to have a massive gun line here with double Plasma Gun Guardsmen. Got Stern Guard. Got 2 squads attacks. Terminator 4 squad doesn't have a ranged weapon anymore. And they've got the Manticore, which has done some good work so far. Does have the Storm Eagle. Do we have any Plague Fists yet? No, this would be an amazing time for double Plague Fist Plague Champions. They could do so much work on that VP. Apothecary decapping fully matured Rick points. Plague Marines on the way for Tolron, and need to deal with this Land Raider, I guess. Double Melters will help. But that's kind of all they've got. Plague Marines on the way. There is a Lehman Russ dropped in now too. From Battered Nutria. Force Commander should be standing near the Land Raider to get some health regen. Although health regen isn't the same as you get at base, so maybe it's worth him going back to base quickly. Heavy bolter turret defending the power back there, I guess. There was another heavy bolter turret back here I noticed as I was getting back to the right place in a replay. I don't think it was fully built. Didn't seem to be shooting anything, which I missed the first time around. Big firefight here brewing. Trying to come in from a flank is Tolron with the Chosen Plague Marines. Not sure what their plan is. Going after Lehman Russ, okay. Maybe they can open up something for their allies to push from the rear. Nope. Chosen Plague Marines just ran in and then ran out. There's a light grenade throw. It's alright. And that's a repair bunker too. Lehman Russ should be hanging out a little bit closer to the repair bunker, I think. Turret is getting some shots in. Grenade launcher barrage hits a few guardsmen there. They're all infected, but they'll be alright. Is it just single Plague Marines? It is. They should get 2 up, I think. Manticore. Dodged. Well, kind of. Almost dodged by Mexico. We do have some Chaos Terminators now. Bredovyi. I think maybe keep them default and try to get Power Fists on the Land Raider. Then you can switch to Lightning Claws. Because of the Assault Terminators around, you might need Lightning Claws for these guys. Maybe some more Mark of Zinch. No, these guys still without a mark. What about you? Dark Halo's up, so we might see Harness of Rage. Let the Galaxy Burn might do some good work here. Just stop caps and stuff. And just to stop stuff shooting for a while. Because FastMethod is really blobbing up their infantry alongside Battered Nutria. Do they have a nuke? Mexica on the way to getting a nuke. Everyone's tier 3 aside from FastMethod, who had to rebuild after losing almost everything midway through tier 2-ish. They were down to a single squad, I think. There's that Noble Worship. Looks like it's just going to be a full frontal brute force attack here from Chaos. Not much subtlety, eh? Big blob of Marines here. Ouch. That was an artillery spotter shell. the heavy mortar, I think. Terminators are getting kills. The Chaos Terminators, that's the demoralizing effect you see there. Chaos Lord goes for the central VP. Big firefight in the mid. Might get it actually. There's Angels of Death from FastMethod. 50% damage resist on his infantry and immunity to knockback. Lightning Claw Terminators now for Ducks. They are in there. And making everything flee. Here comes the Land Raider with a big frag assault on the double CSM. Chaos Lord went down but did get the cap. Noxious Cloud doing well. Look at this. That was painful. Everything, of course, reinforcing off the Land Raider. They can also get inside it to hide from stuff. Those Plague Marines are down. Yes, they are. Brute force attack didn't quite pay off. They got the VP, but they lost a lot. Lost a few Raptors, lost some CSM, lost the whole squad of Plague Marines. There is another one up though. Some late Devastators for FastMethod. Looks like they're just covering the VP on that side, which is fair enough. We have autocannon Terminators then. They can put some pressure on the Land Raider from afar and get some really quick kills on the Guardsmen to demoralize stuff. What is this Lim Russ doing? Getting too close to Plague Marine missile launchers. I wonder if it's worth giving this thing the las cannon, the turret. It's a free upgrade. Plague Marines blowing up and Nurgly explosions. We have Noise Marines. I assume they're going to be Blastmaster fellas. Yep, Blastmaster on the way. Chosen Plague Marines not fully reinforced yet. Need to go around the sides, I think, fellas. They can't just keep running into the mid when they've got a Land Raider here. Execution of Lehman Russ, so it's more anti-infantry focused. That was a Purification Vials, Imperial Abyss from Mexica. I was going to say, looks like it was dodged well, but they're now just being dragged into it and dying a lot. Manticore, though, just as they tried to push off the nuke, Manticore comes in. Heretics getting blasted. These guys getting way too close to the tank. They were trying to dodge the Manticore, though, I think. What is this? Oh, the double Raptors were going for the Land Raider. They should go for the Lehman Russ, I think, first. They could get rear armor hits on it, maybe. He doesn't have those big, scary Flamestorm cannons and the Frag Assault. Look at the Noxious Cloud doing work. That is so much death. In fact, yeah, I think Battered Nutria lost a Guardsman squad in that. 223 to 210. Very close on VPs, but looks like Red Team is set up nicely in the mid for now, but it can change quickly. Terminator Force Commander with his claws, being very annoying here. Slaughtering some heretics. He's going to take the shrine down. No, just letting them reinforce off it. It's being worshipped, so it will let you reinforce. Otherwise, you just get the heal and the suppression to enemies. It's a great shrine, though, even if you don't worship it. Manticore getting some solid hits in there. Look at that. Bunch of dead heretics. All those 4s were heretics. 212 to 210. 2 to 1 for red. You need to go after the natural fellows. You need to go this way. Chaos Team needs to go this way. Try to drag something from the mid. Got some sneaky scouts as well. Might get to decap. Already decapped that wreck point over there. More Blastmaster Noise Marines, I think. Any sign of another nuke? Not anytime soon. What about... Aha! Tolron with Plague Fist, Armor of Pestilence, and Mucus Discharge should be a great capping unit. Couldn't stop the decap. Scouts will get away, I think. What about Bredovyi? No war gear for this fella. It's level 7 though. Blastmaster gets a good shot. FastMethod still really blobbing up their Marines. Look at that blob. That is nuke bait right there. Nothing really to punish it right now. Maybe the Blastmaster can get another shot. There we go. Oh, it went for the Land Raider. Sorry, the Lehman Russ, sorry. Chaos Terminators are trying to focus on the Guardians to get those demoralizations, but it might be worth shooting the Marines. I mean, look how blobbed up they are. You got a Plasma Gun in there. Stone Guarder in there. Sergeants, of course. Lehman Russ is kind of unscathed. I don't know why Tolron is taking the Chosen Plague Marines over there. They're just getting wrecked by the Lehman Russ. They should be... Oh wait, They got a decap. That's Mexica. And the double Raptors are going for the Manticore. If they can jump again, which they can, because they're level 2 and level 3, they can get it. There's a jump. Do they have enough for a melter bomb? Apparently they did. One of them had enough energy for it. It wasn't needed though. Down goes the Manticore. These guys need to run. Raptors need to be careful. Going to retreat through lightning claws, but they should be okay. Meanwhile, back to the mid. It's still red. Marco's seen CSM trading quite well with those tactical marines there. Reinforcing, of course, off the Land Raider. Look at the resources battered Nutria has. Ouch. Blastmaster helps to wipe out those marines there. You might see a Baneblade. I mean, they could get anything, basically. Land Raider Phobos on the way for Mexica. And Land Raider incoming is what they say. Blastmaster Noise Marines forced off, sets up an orbital from, I think, FastMethod. Those heretics might be in trouble because that might knock them into another beam. No, I think they put 2 beams in the same place, look. Yeah. Decent hits though. Some decent hits. They didn't go for the shrine, which was interesting. Stuff is exploding. Plague Champion flees. Another Imperial Abyss from one of the Plague Champions, again doing some good work to FastMethod's Marine blob. But they got away. Here's that Terminator full spawner again, 107 to 210. The nuke continues in there. The Abyss is now faded. Demon Rust got pretty low. Can these guys teleport on it and take it out? They're going to take so much damage though if they do. They might have been able to finish it off if they kept chasing, but they might have dropped models as well. And Terminator models are very expensive to reinforce. 50 power each. Lots of levels over here. Double level 4 Marco Zinc CSM. They're going to be doing so much DPS. What about the Raptors? Raptors are level 3 and level 4. The CSM are level 4. No mark though. Baneblade is indeed on the way. Predator tank for FastMethod. That could die very quickly if the Raptors can get on it. Down to 80 VPs. Chaos Lord gets a decap, but they need more effort on that natural VP. Vox operator call in there to reinforce that infantry. Phobos taking a bunch of damage already. Took some las cannon hits immediately, I think. There's the Blastmaster. Incoming. Preventing the knockback there. What is this? It's Lightning Claw Terminator is chasing the Plague Champion, who seems to be going for the VP. They in turn are being chased by Chosen Plague Marines. Chosen Plague Marines do good damage to the Terminators, but I don't know if they can stand up to Lightning Claws. Well, that helped. Pestilence Strike stuns them. Can they get a model? They can't, but they actually did really well there with the fist support. 79 to 210. Chosen Plague Marines are level 2, up to 2420 hit points. These guys unique to the Plague Champion, by the way. Down he goes. And the Chosen Plague Marines also flee, 78 to 210. Another Nurgle Shrine up. The Phobos is still around. They've got the decap. Chaos Lord level 4 and down. Anything for Bredovyi yet? Level 10, this guy now has Armor of Pestilence. Where's the Baneblade? There it is. It's not moving though. 67 to 210. Double cap for red. They might have done enough already. Baneblade will just be the nail in the coffin because it's yet more disruption. Couldn't quite get the cap. Frag Assault came in and ruined the party. Chaos Lord does get away. Now the Plague Champion is on the VP. If only they had that Plague Fist though. Could have got a cap, I think, maybe. Absolute mayhem in the mid here. Raptors go after Lima Russ and they get it. And there's an Imperial Abyss too. What a great place to put it. Really wrecked a bunch of guardsmen. Didn't wipe any squads though. Forced the Lima Russ to come forward. Can the Phobos get on it? Don't think so. Chaos Terminators are trying to chase. Here's the Baneblade. Those Assault Terminators are still really low. I don't think the Chaos Terminators might be done for now. They've used their teleport, I think. Yeah, they're going to go down, aren't they? They go down. Down to 3 VPs, the blue team. What is this over here? Just some heretics having a stroll. Whirlwind on the way for ducks. Tolron down to 2 units. I mean, they gave it a fair old shake in the mid. Threw everything at it. Just needed a bit more nuance, a bit more flanking, a bit more mobility around the sides. One last hurrah for the double raptors. There's the double melters, but now they're going to get wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. Phobos might go down as well. Phobos survived, but the red team do take it with a 2-to-1 cap at the end. Let's look at these heroes, shall we? Level 6 Plague Champion for Tolron. Did have the Plague Fist and stuff. We had a level 4 Chaos Lord. Did get Harness of Rage. Deadly Galaxy Burn might have been able to do some work, but would it have made enough of a difference? Bredovyi did not get the Fist. I mean, would it have made up 210 VPs? I'm not sure, but it might have bought some more time for them to get something going. Level 8 Apothecary for FastMethod. A level 9 Lord General did really well. And the Terminator Force Commander does not get levels. Because he's special, he's a special snowflake, this fella. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.